So one of the questions that I get a lot is, how do you prepare for a branding photo shoot for your business? So number one, you need to have a clear vision of who your ideal client is, what your business stands for, what makes you different. How is it that you stand out in your industry? Number two, you need to know, who is your ideal client? Who is it that you want to speak to specifically? Who is it that you want to work with? What's the type of client that you want to attract more of? And then once you have that information, that you really understand who it is that you want to work with, then we can move on to your branding photo shoot. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is, what is the purpose of getting brand photos done? Now, don't get brand photos just because your business bestie got them done. They probably got them done for a purpose. So, are you launching a new website? Are you rebranding? Are you launching a new product? Are you launching a course? What is it, and how are you going to use these photos? Having a plan for the photos is going to make all the difference of if you even use the photos. Because yes, I've had clients in the past who have booked me for a branding photo shoot, and as far as I know, they maybe used one, maybe two pictures that are at least out in public on the internet. So for me and my clients, I really want them to be able to use their photos regularly on all of their marketing, across all of their promotion of their business. So keep in mind, think about, how are you using your photos, or how do you plan to use your photos from your branding photo shoot? How else do you prepare for a brand photo shoot? You're going to want to pick out your outfits. And when it comes to choosing outfits for your branding photo shoot, I always tell my clients to choose between 3 and 5 outfits on a sliding scale of professional to casual, or as my kids like to say, from fancy to more like homebody type wear. Like, what would somebody see you in every day? And I also tell my clients that your branding shoot is not the time to be wearing clothes that are completely out of character. Like, if you would never wear a blazer, don't let your branding shoot be the first time you ever wear a blazer. Or if you never wear leopard print, don't let your branding shoot be the first time you wear leopard print, because people who know you, who actually know you in real life, will know that that is not in alignment of how your actual style. So I always tell my clients that they should be dressing in alignment with who they are, but maybe just a little bit more polished version of that. And then once you pick outfits, it's also helpful to choose a location. And maybe we choose a location before we choose the outfits, but choose a location that's in alignment with your brand, that makes sense for your brand and for your business. Now, for some people, that might be a kind of clean slate, natural light studio with like plain backgrounds, and it can be styled as you wish. For other people, that might be a styled home, or an Airbnb, or something of that nature. Or if you have a brick and mortar store, that is a great time to showcase your space, to show how you work, to like take your future clients in and let them see what they can expect when they work with you. And then after that, you're going to want to think about props. Yes, props are important. No matter what it is, what kind of business you run, props will make all the difference in making your branding photos look more natural and more authentic to your business and your brand. So depending on what kind of business you have, think about all of the things that you use in your business regularly. If you're a coach, that might look like a laptop and headphones, and maybe you use Zoom a lot. Maybe you're writing things down, that sort of thing. If you're a photographer, you're going to have your camera and lenses and any other content creation materials. If you're a chef, if we could be in like a kitchen with all of like your cooking utensils and tools, that would be really cool. If you're a potter, that might be like your pottery wheel, or supplies, clay, the tools to shape the clay, that sort of thing. So think about all of the tools of the trade that you use in your business regularly, things that you do to create product for your clients. This is also a great time to showcase products if you have a physical product. And we can also get product photos during your branding photo shoot. And especially if we're working in a studio or styled home that isn't your own, this is a great way to personalize the space in the event so that it doesn't look like, oh yeah, we rented a studio and now we're just making it work. We're making it more personalized, we're making it more on brand. And then finally, and this is what I always ask of my clients because interpretation, your vision is not necessarily, I want the photos that I take for you to fit the vision that you have for your branding photo shoot. So what does that mean? That means that I really appreciate when my clients provide some inspiration images of what they're hoping to accomplish. Now that doesn't mean that we're copying the photos that they provide. Instead, I can see what it is that they're hoping for and then put my own spin on it. Because when a client tells me, oh, I want photos of me standing, that can be interpreted in a dozen different ways, 100 different ways. And if what I think a standing or sitting photo should look like versus what they're hoping for, that disconnect between the two can result in a disappointed client through no fault of my own. It's just kind of like a miscommunication and expectations not being met. So how do we circumvent that? We circumvent that by having some inspiration images, like by having the actual visual representation of what they're looking for. Then I know, okay, they're hoping for something like this, but we're going to make it work for their body type, for the space that they're in, for the location that they're in, and for the type of business that they have, because it's going to depend on the business owner. It's going to be different for everyone. So I hope this video was helpful. This is a crash course on how I help my clients prepare for a branding photo shoot. Oh, and if you're looking to pivot into brand photography and you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what kind of photos to take. Like, I've been doing portraits for a long time or weddings for a long time. I'm not really sure how to do brand photography. I have a freebie for you. It's 9 types of brand photos that I take at every session. Be sure to grab it in the description. I love personal branding photography, working with other small business owners, getting to create the visual assets for their business, to promote their business, to market their business, to get more clients that they love to work with. And have a great day.